So we got a great suggestion from one of our Discord members, a user, on how to make the brand new TPMS feature just a little bit more useful. So I'm going to show you how that works. And so here we're looking at the RaceCapture app. We're on the home page. So you go to Setup, and then we will go over to the TPMS feature. We're currently connected to the new RaceCapture track. And when you first go into TPMS, you get a little helpful pop-up window. It says the TPMS feature allows real-time reading of compatible TPMS sensors. Multiple TPMS sensors can be registered per corner, and sensors can be quickly moved to a new corner. Got it. Okay, so I'm going to register a sensor. I have one of the sensors here in a giant syringe, so I can activate it. So when these sensors get, when they see a pressure change, they will wake up and then start broadcasting. So I'm going to go ahead and pressurize the sensor here, and then I'm going to hit register sensors, and then now it's going to look for that sensor, and there we go. Here's a TPMS sensor. This is the ID of the sensor, and the signal strength is excellent. So that means I'm very close to the RaceCapture system because it's here on my bench. I'm going to hit plus, and then now I have it as a sensor in the list. This new TPMS capability allows you to register up to 16 sensors, and then you can associate sensors, multiple sensors, to the same wheel corner here: left front, left rear, right rear. And then that'll make it easy to swap sets of wheels or move wheels from corner to corner and so on. Now, what the suggestion was to add a separate field to like tag a sensor or put a note on a sensor so that you can identify which sensor is which for a particular wheel and tire combination, not related to a corner, but just to identify a specific wheel. Because right now the sensor is identified by this ID here, and you need that because that's the actual ID of the sensor. But if you can associate a little bit of text that you can supply, then that'll make it easier to identify, you know, which sensor you're working with or switching from corner to corner. So I'm going to, so we get a little help message here. It says, use this field to add a helpful note identifying which wheel or tire this sensor belongs to. Avoid specifying tire wheel corner here. Use the drop down to indicate the sensor's current location. So yeah, that's really important because you don't want to say like left front here, because this is actually where you specify that. But what you can do is like put in like the kind of wheel you have. Let's say it's an RPO1 or, you know, a BBS wheel or whatever, or you might identify it by the tire. So you could say it's Hoosier 1, and then you might put like maybe a piece of tape on the wheel with a note or whatever, so you can identify which one that is. And you have like 10 characters to identify, put that note associated with that sensor. So once you've done that, you can hit right, and then from here on out, you'll know that this sensor has this tag or note associated with it, and then that'll make it easier to identify the sensors in your big collection of wheels and tires, and make it easier to swap things out in the heat of the moment while you're doing your race.